KS, there we go. KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is Urban Suite. D Major, Cheryl Metal, joining us for our second open mic session this evening. We have Basik in the studio. How are you this evening?
I'm doing good, y'all. How are y'all doing?
Doing good. Like I said, it's been a minute since we last had you here.
Yeah, I've been ducked off a little bit, you know.
Well, thanks to COVID, we all were ducked off for a good year and a half. So.
True.
So happy to finally have a chance to reconnect as well.
Happy to be here.
Happy to have you here, man.
Been working on a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's been crazy. It's like COVID happened and then like it was an entire shift in like, I'm not gonna say the culture, but like what was going on outside, you know? And like, honestly, I just stumbled upon all these people around me right now and it's been go mode. Like every time I look up, we're in a different situation, pretty much. Like it's been crazy.
Man. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. Differences between, well, even before I get to that question, just remind people, how did you get into the game? What was your first memories of
like rapping, period, or like outside of it? What do you mean?
Well, period first.
Okay.
Before you even went outside,
Man, we had a little gazebo at our high school. I went to Burbank.
Okay.
Right, and I was pretty quiet in high school. I played football and I played basketball, but I was just quiet, you know. And we had this gazebo that everyone would freestyle at, and like I don't know, one of my friends just shoved me into it one day because I would always do that at home, you know. And I popped off one time, and that was it. They just all showed me love, and like it was the first time that like a different group acknowledged me. So I was like, oh okay, like this is cool, you know. And then man, I dove into the culture and it was a wrap. I fell in love. I do constantly, I feel like, because like I wouldn't put up with this with anything else, you know what I'm saying? Like, here we are.
How does it feel to go from sports to?
Oh, it feels the same.
Feels the same.
Yeah, it feels better because it's like you're in control of it. I mean, I don't know, rappers do that all the time. Like rappers want to be ball players want to be rappers, but like, I don't know, it feels good to be able to do one of them at least, you know? Like, everybody got their little hoop or whatever, but it just feels good to be in control of my own thoughts and like record whatever I want, you know?
Well, did it surprise you more than it did everyone else when you got thrown into the fire?
I don't know. It's just, as long as I'm not like, as long as you don't buy into the pressure of anything, you could do whatever, you know? And like, I think that's the only thing, like the only place that I know how to not like, I know how to block pressure out when I'm rapping or when I'm writing, you know? Because you always get thrown in a situation where it's like, are you a man or can you do this? Or like, you know, and it's like, I just love it. It's like figuring out a puzzle every time, you know? And here we are.
Yeah. So after that first initial, I guess, event at the gazebo, how did you start to developing your style, your way of approaching music? You know, who helped you out in the process?
Man, I think not wanting to sound like anybody, like just trying to keep it as authentic as possible, you know, and that's gonna lead you to its own like obstacles and stuff. And man, it just, I don't know, it you have to find your own sauce with whatever it is. So like, you know, just actually throwing myself out there and doing it, and like, man, being with some of the best spitters, honestly, and like being in the studio with them and watching their work ethic, and like, I think for me, I just never want to get outworked. So seeing so many people work they tails off, you know, it's like, it motivates you, you know. And then the whole basketball thing, you know what I'm saying? I watch Kobe, I watch Jordan, I watch Tim Duncan, all that. So it's like the influence is strong, and it's like the only people that are really like playing out here, like as far as like making any moves, have those same characteristics as far as work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like they're locked in, and you could tell who's locked in, and you could tell who's playing around and this and that or whatever. But yeah. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Concept the Astronaut too.
Man, yeah. What year was this when you first got, I guess, introduced at the gazebo?
Oh, that was probably like 2007, 2006. I was probably a freshman in high school.
Oh, word.
Yeah, you know, and I ran into this dude back then. I mean, shout out to him. Shout out to Michael McKenzie or whatever. He works with Question right now, but him and my boy Bobby, and then dude that's like managing Midnight Swim right now. They were all like, they're all doing something extremely unique in their own paths, you know what I'm saying? But they were all key elements to like jump starting me as far as like giving me confidence and like seeing them make moves first, you know what I'm saying? I saw them make a bunch of moves and it just like, I figured it out for myself, like what I needed to do as far as like, you know, I'm 31. It took me a while to figure things out. Now I'm in full motion and like fearless and you know, all that, like it's going down. It's going down for real.
Yeah. When did you drop your very first project?
I mean, we had some mixtapes out in like 2014, and I just didn't know what I had. Like, I had no idea because like they went viral. They like legit went viral. We were doing numbers on YouTube, and like we just didn't care. We were just kids having fun, you know. And now it's a little more serious, I guess, as far as like being self-sustainable and like creating the ecosystem within ourselves and all of that. And like, man, everything's just, if I believe in it, if we believe in it, it's going and it's gonna do well. Like, cause really like it's just us against us, you know? Like everyone's dropping, everyone's going crazy right now. And like, shout out to everybody that acknowledges it and wants to hop on and work too, you know? Cause yeah, it's tough out here. It really is. Like, there's a lot of veterans in this game that are still at level 1, you know, and it's
that's true. That's most definitely true. We see it all the time. Speaking of, when did you kind of realize exactly what you had? And say it took you a while.
Man, just being around spitters and like outworking them, just being able to outwork people that I thought were like immaculate, you know, and like I just started noticing a lot of them were just portraying images, I guess, and just lying about what, you know, like that's cool too, like entertaining, but this is how I get off my emotions, you know, so I take it there as far as when I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do. But I mean, those same people, even if they like weren't doing all the work or whatever, it still motivated me. They still taught me a lesson, you know. Man, it's been a long journey, but shout out to everybody that I've ever crossed paths with, like for real, because they each taught me something different. You know, it don't matter what kind of, I don't know who said it, but it was like growth isn't just a linear path. It's like it's, you know.
Oh yeah,
man, we take those hits. We take those hits and we're like big stepping with it.
No joke. Hey y'all, stay tuned. We've got more coming up with Basik. In this block of music, we've got tracks from TV Robbie and All Names Taken. Let's go into one of your earlier tracks. Okay.
Yeah, let's get it. Shout out TV Robbie.
Here is the music from Basik. Tongue tied.
Yeah.
It's late night, y'all.
I was about to say that.
That's crazy.
Here's music from Basik. This is Breathe. Do not go anywhere. More coming up. This is Urban Sweet KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.